Everyone, this is Mary from Athena's Bibliotheca, and today I am going to be doing the books I'll probably never read tag. This tag was created by Little Spider 9, and I'll leave the original video that she made down below. I'm actually really excited about this tag because, for one, it says probably, so there's always a chance I will, but most of these I know for sure it's the last one that I'm iffy if I'm actually never gonna read it or not. The first question is a really hyped book you're not interested in. And this one I'm going to go with Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. The most I know about it is that it's about a girl who is engaged to this guy and finds out that his family is really rich. And it's about that, and it sounds not that interesting to me. I've heard that it's really good from a lot of people because there's the movie coming out, so everyone was reading it so they could watch the movie, and I just don't care. I don't really care to read about it. It doesn't sound interesting to me, which is why I'm not interested in it. The second question is a series that you won't start / won't be finishing, and I'm going to choose the Maximum Ride series by James Patterson. When the books first started, I read like the first 4, I want to say 5 maybe, and they were really good and I really enjoyed them, but then they changed one of my favorite characters so drastically that I just can't anymore. I don't know, they added this annoying character and then they changed my favorite character, and I just can't deal with it, and I'm not gonna be reading it anymore because I don't know, it just annoys me. When I read books, I like the character, getting involved with the characters the most. So like, characters are very important to me, which is kind of bad for a reader because that means I'm always in the most heartbreak because my favorite character always ends up dying. Always. This is why you're not supposed to choose favorite characters, but I can't. I have a favorite all the time. Even when I tell myself I don't, I do. And then they end up dying. That's just how it goes. So I'm not going to be finishing the Maximum Ride series, even though the first ones are really good. I may read the first few again, but I'm not going to finish it because I just can't deal with the changes that they did to my favorite character. That's all there is to it. The third one is a classic you're not interested in. And this one is kind of easy, because I'm not that big on classics, like I don't read much of them. That doesn't mean I'm not necessarily never going to read any of them, because some of them I'm like, I should read this, like at least try to read it. It's just most of the classics bore me to death, not gonna lie. I just haven't found the right one yet. But the one I chose for this question, I'm almost certain would not interest me at all, and that's Moby Dick by Herman Melville. And it just sounds boring. I had to watch the movie of it, and I know you shouldn't compare the books to the movies because they're usually drastically different, but I had to watch the movie of it in one of my classes one year, and it was really boring and I hated it, every second of it. So why would I read the book when I didn't even like the movie? Seriously, all you need to know is that there's a sea captain, there's a ship, there's the ocean, and there's a big giant white whale. That's it. That's all you need to know. That's all. There's no, I don't know, I don't like it, or at least I don't think I'll like it, so I probably am never going to read it. The fourth question, is there any genre that you'll never read? For this, I'm going to choose horror because I don't like being scared. and horror is all about the scariness. So yeah, scary books are not my thing. I mean, there's some things in any book that can be scary, like the villains or whatever. There's like, but they're not like make you scared to sleep at night kind of thing. And that's the stuff that I just don't like. I don't really like horror movies either. Scary movies are just not my thing. There's a few scary movies that I like 13 Ghosts or Children of the Corn, but for the most part, I don't like scary movies either. So horror is a genre that I will probably never read. The last question of this tag is a book that you own that you will probably never read. This one is the one that I'm like, I might read it eventually, but I kind of doubt it at this point because I've had it on my shelves for a while and I have yet to read it. But I could say that about a lot of the books on my shelves, but I'm still semi-interested in a lot of them. But the answer for this is going to be Kiss Me Deadly, 13 Tales of Paranormal Love. And this is a book of short stories, and it was edited by Trisha Tlaib. Okay, for one, I'm not very big on the whole paranormal romances that much. So like vampires and stuff. I mean, I like stories with, not necessarily vampires. Usually if there's vampires in a book, I don't necessarily want to gravitate towards them because I just don't like books with vampires in it that much. But the reason I bought this book is because Becca Fitzpatrick wrote a story in it, and also Maggie Stiefvater wrote a story in it, and I haven't even read those stories. I really like those authors, so I wanted to try read the short stories in them, but I haven't even read those stories. So I don't know if I'll ever read it because I don't think paranormal romance is my thing that much. But I'm keeping it anyway because you never know. And I have a hard time getting rid of books because I'm a hoarder that way. I'm a book hoarder, not to be confused with hardback hoarder, an awesome YouTuber that you should check out. I'll link her down below. Sneak in a shout out, I guess. That is it for this tag. Those are some things that I will probably never read that you now know of, because who doesn't like to know about things that I won't read? That is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed yourself, because I did. I hope you keep on adventuring. See ya.